Lights, camera,
Rolling.
action.
Welcome to my podcast, Let's Talk About Verticals, a place where secrets are spilled, stories unfold, and the mysterious world of verticals is revealed in all its glory. Behind the scenes, oh yes. Exclusive insights, absolutely. Eccentric characters, you bet. So pull up a chair, pour yourself something suspiciously strong, and prepare for a conversation you didn't know you needed. So welcome to the podcast Let's Talk About Verticals. And now, let's talk. Hello and welcome to my podcast Let's Talk About Verticals. As you all know, we are talking about in the podcast from stuff ongoing in the industry. We are talking always open, honest, what's happening in the industry. We dive in a bit what is actually in the near future for this industry and what challenges are the actors, creators, and productions are facing today. So, as you all know, I love to talk to actors, actresses, people behind the cameras from this industry. And I have today another actor, and I'm very happy about it. And I'm saying hello to Jake Hobbs. Welcome, Jake.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
For you, it's in the morning. I assume not so hot like it is in my place, actually.
This is not too bad. It's like 60 degrees or something like that.
But I thought LA is really hot, not?
It is during the summer. Like where I am in the valley, it gets really hot during the day, but luckily in the mornings it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, okay. So if you would send me please another a bit of coolness, that would be very
You
very
got. I'll send all the coolness I
good.
can.
Yeah, no, it's chaotic. Actually, normally in winter we have so much snow, and now I don't know where this hot temperatures came from now. But
Sure, that's
so
awesome.
we have to talk about cool stuff, also the vertical stuff.
Yeah.
We know that you are already in this vertical space. I think I saw you the first time around about first half of 2024.
Yeah, that was that. My first vertical was the end of April into May of 2024. Yeah, so two years ago, which is wild.
Do you know what the title was of the first
Yeah,
one?
it was Return of My Drama Queen. I always forget. I know they had one name, and it was the period piece one, Marie Antoinette.
Oh, that was your
Yeah,
first one, a
yeah,
period piece one.
my very first job. Yeah, it was.
Be-
Yeah, I think it was called the Return of My Drama Queen, of the Drama Queen, Return
Which
of the Drama.
platform? Do you know that?
Real short.
For sure. No,
Yeah,
because the period pieces got so less.
I
I
know,
would
which is
love to
crazy.
see more period pieces.
And you would think with like the popularity of Bridgerton and all those, Outlander and all those shows that they would do more period piece type um, projects.
I spoke to a few directors. For period pieces, you should definitely come to Germany because we are,
Yeah.
some facts for the statistics. Germany has more castles than McDonald's exists in the US.
Are you serious? Which is like
Yeah,
the
I read
amount of
this
McDonald's.
recently. Just,
That's actually a
I don't
really
know
fun
how I got
fact.
this, but I recently read an article about that Germany is the country of the castles and has, in statistics, more castles than McDonald's in the whole US.
Oh, geez, and that's a lot. We know there's a lot of McDonald's here in the
So I would
US.
say we have enough castles for period pieces here in
Yeah,
Germany.
absolutely. So
And they
we gotta go
recently
over there and film.
started shooting verticals in Germany.
Oh, they did.
There is
That's
a
cool.
production company in the Black Forest, 2 hours from here. They recently started shooting verticals.
That's
But the
awesome. I had
first
no
one
idea.
was German spoken, but they are now producing English spoken ones. So maybe there is a chance that we
Very
will
cool.
get more period pieces, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Or just more work over there in general. That'd be cool.
I
I would
think,
love to go. I'll work anywhere.
have you ever shot in Europe?
I've never shot. I've been to Europe, but I've never shot. I never worked in Europe before. No, but I know
Because
there's some people are going to. I know someone went to like Lithuania, maybe, or
yeah, there are a lot of
something like that.
for the app drama pops. This vertical app.
That's it. Yeah, drama
They
pops.
shoot a lot or mostly in Turkey, in Istanbul, or in
Turkey. Yeah,
Lithuania.
a lot of people go to Turkey. Yeah.
And then there is the platform My Drama. It's a Ukraine platform.
Mm-hmm.
They shoot a lot in the Ukraine, but they started shooting now also in the US and stuff.
I
And
gotta reach out for one in Poland. I didn't end up
yeah,
doing
they
it, but
actually are shooting in
yeah.
Poland. For
Mm-hmm.
example, do you know Volodymyr Pelech or Mary Foster?
Mm-mm.
They are shooting actually in Warsaw. And
Oh, okay.
Eric Fellows and some people are shooting actually in Bulgaria.
Wow.
And I read today that Jennings Bauer got a new job for vertical in Poland because Poland
Okay.
is not. It sounds bad if I'm saying Poland is super cheap, but you know the living costs there
Sure.
are much more less. And they shot also in Great Britain, in Italy.
Wow. Yeah.
And in my
Dang.
opinion, there will come
I
more
didn't
and
know that
more
would be
here in Europe because, as I said,
good.
or I was told that too from some directors that it's here less expensive to shoot than in LA and America.
I'm sure. Yeah, that'd be great. I would maybe just go move to Europe and start doing verticals there. Find more work, hopefully. We'll see.
Why not? I mean, the thing is, it's a great opportunity, and the good thing here in Europe is when you're here in Europe, you can stay, let's say, 3 or 4 days longer. It's so easy to hop in
Right.
between Europe's through the different countries. I think
Sure.
that's really
Sure.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in Paris last December into the new year, and then I just took that the underground or the like under the water train all the way
Hmm.
to London, and that was really cool. And it was so easy. It was like 3 hours and
Yeah,
very cheap.
it's when I'm driving 1 hour by car, I'm already in Switzerland or in Austria. It's
That's wild. That's really cool. That's
we are
really
not
cool.
so big like you are in the US. No, and I
Yeah.
think that a lot of productions maybe will come over to Europe because we have great landscapes here. We have good shooting
Mm.
locations
Oh
here.
yeah.
And as I said, it's also getting less expensive here to shoot than in
Yeah.
LA. Because
Yeah,
I was
it's
told
ridiculous
who
here.
told me that? I don't know. They told me that recently this billionaire mansion renting is possibly sometimes eight till $10,000 per day just for
A
this.
day?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
then they have to rent the park space that you can park and
Sure.
everything. So
Yeah.
to be honest, per
And I'm
day,
crazy on the insurance, I'm sure too, on that too, in case things are broken or misplaced or it's got to be astronomical.
you have been to China, right? If
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah, I went
wrong, with
there. It was
Freddie. Was it with
yeah. That was I did two projects while I was there because I was there for a month, and what my first project was with him and Sophia Delucci, and then
mm-hmm.
the second project was with Tess, Bradley, and Elijah. Golly, I was wanting to say Xavier, but I was like, this Elijah
With
Van Zanten.
you oh, you forgot Elijah Van Zanten. Oh,
No, I know it, but I just forgot that. I
I
just went
won't
blank
tell
on
him.
the word name.
I won't tell
Good.
him.
Thanks. Yeah,
I already
Elijah's. Yeah, it was
recorded with him.
in
So I
Montana. I don't know if you've spoken with Montana Pine.
how was that in China? In China, I heard different things
Uh,
about China. Some told me in China, okay, they shoot longer, but the working days were longer.
yeah, I got from what I've gathered from others people's um their times there. I got kind of lucky, I think, because it shot a little bit longer, not too much, like, but the production company that I worked for in China is LA based. It was
Okay,
Narval
okay,
Films. So we had a lot of like, the same rules as that apply here in LA,
okay.
like labor laws, then than that apply in China. So we were kind of protected in that way. Like we only shot really like 30 minutes to an hour overtime if we were going overtime. But I've heard some pretty bad experiences, and I think I got like, yeah, well, it was just interesting because it was completely foreign to me. I'd never been. I was there for a month, so it was more interesting than it was like, oh, I had an awful. I wouldn't say I had an awful time, but I've heard some pretty bad, like some horror stories about it, and like the protection and lack thereof, or like them trying to really push you to stay, even though you're not like you didn't want to stay that long, like your contract was up. Like I've heard some pretty bad things, but my experience was good. It was good.
Okay, it's a bit different to compare, but when you are looking back to your first vertical shooting and to the last one, what has changed in the industry since then?
Oh man, I think a lot of the storytelling has changed in a way. Like I feel like I remember when I first started. Yeah, they had their the normal vertical tropes of like the drama and all that stuff, but they I just what I feel like I've seen is just a little bit more. It's got a little more raunchy and a little bit more like darkness to it. There's so much violence, so much sexual content, and I don't know where it's going with that and why that's become such a thing, especially when it comes to like violence against women. Even I see violence against animals, I see violence against pregnancy. It's like it's gotten
Yeah,
out of
and
hand. So
don't
I think
forget the violence against disabled person. That
it did.
was the total
Oh my
red
God.
flag when I saw that.
Oh, disabled people, pregnancy, animals, women, like that's our four huge things that are just like,
Children.
why isn't that like, I mean, I hope it's spoken about, but I'm like, why do we not talk about that more? And why
It,
is that okay? Why is that
but
okay to
mostly
film?
of these storylines came up last year.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what,
When I started watching verticals, I started in summer 2023.
yeah,
All these stories were so smooth. I would say
yes,
only 10% of
sweet,
slapping in the
romantic, yeah,
stories.
sure.
There was no
And that's exactly,
kidnapping, no raping,
no,
no.
no, sexual, yeah, misconduct. That's what I would say. Then I guess that's my answer is like, that's what's changed. I think that the content of it has changed completely. And obviously the big one, AI, has torn people's lives and jobs apart here in LA. I know there's a lot of people that have lost jobs for it, like, been booked on jobs and then right before they, either day one or like they're about to sign contracts, they boom, pull it out from under them and go
When did
AI.
that start? When did you feel
I
the first time that this AI stuff is gonna be a bit threatening?
I feel like I didn't really like it didn't really sink in, or I was like, oh yeah, this is a problem until this year.
Hmm.
Like I think I feel like maybe I don't know what other people have their experiences, but I feel like it was spoken about last year, the rumors, and then all of a sudden 2026 hit and things changed. And I feel like when I talk to people, I'm like, man, I'm not working. Like, I don't know what's going on. And it wasn't like a gradual, I feel like it wasn't that much of a gradual decline of work. It was like, pretty steady. And then all of a sudden this year hit and nothing. Like it was very interesting. Like, I've only had 4 jobs this year. And I remember looking back of like, where was I? Because in my email, I keep like a log of all my past jobs. And I think I was on like double or almost triple the amount of jobs at this point last year. Then
Hmm.
this year I've done 4, and they're just, I think I mean, there's a lot more competition. I understand that, a lot more eyes, and people are going cheaper, like much cheaper route there. The rates have gone down significantly. The amount of people, yeah, I guess the amount of people that do it, and they always, I feel like they kind of cycle through a lot of the same, but then there's also some new faces, which is great, but yeah, the rates have gone down. AI is a problem, and the content is just disturbing. So there's
What?
huge
So
issues.
you live in LA. What are the, let's say, rumors you hear why that happens? I mean, last year we saw a bit of AI. The
Yeah,
shifting, for example, in the
sure,
werewolf stuff, the shifting, the special effects. That was really
sure,
great because for that AI is so good to
of
make
course.
this shifting and claws and this blinky eyes and stuff. for
Sure.
that AI is really good, but
Yeah, like
I had the
effects,
feeling
special
that it
effects.
got a bit out of control what responsible use of AI
Yeah.
was.
I mean, I thought like in a way, like because these are such low, like they're pretty low budget. Like say you're doing that, like effects or explosion or something like that. Like of course you're gonna go AI because we don't have the budget to do something massive, box office film type. We
Yeah.
don't have the budget. We don't have $1 million budgets, you know. So yeah, I think that's cool. But like when you when people's jobs are at stake now and like people are literally losing to fake things, animals, fruits. Like, have you seen those? There's like verticals that
Oh
people are
yes, I
fucking
saw this
fruit
poster
or
where she
kittens.
was a
You're like, what is going
broccoli
on?
and her no,
Yes,
what was the
a
story?
strawberry
Yeah,
and a
strawberry,
pear.
a banana, an avocado, and a broccoli. And I saw this
Like,
on Drama
I'm like,
Wave, and I
I'm
was
losing
so,
to fruit. That's when
what,
I look at that,
what's
I'm like,
happening?
yeah, yeah, like so they'd
But
rather make a
what I
fruit
was
vertical
wondering,
than
who's the
hire a real
target
actor.
group for that? Will they attract
I don't
child or
know.
what? Children or what?
No, because it's still really awful content. They're still like beating people up and like women and kicking them on the ground. I saw one. I was like, "Are you a
I
pear
didn't
kicked a
even turn it
strawberry
on.
girl?" And I was like, "What the fuck is going on? What are we
I did.
doing? You know,
I
it's
saw the
crazy."
poster and I sent it in a screenshot to our monthly recap chat group, and I said, I just wrote one word and 10 question marks. And
Yeah,
the ladies were so, what? And I said, I just saw that on Drama Wave.
yeah.
And they,
Fruits now. People are fruit now. Yeah, like I saw one that people like it was kittens, and you're like, "Oh, that's cute," but they're still doing weird things. Like, doesn't
kittens,
make them
really?
cute. Kittens. Yeah, I wish I had the pictures so I would show it, but I'm like, make it
You
make
know, but
sense,
there you
please.
can simply see that it's AI. But for the audience, it's so
Of
different
course.
in so many verticals. We cannot see it from the poster if it's AI or not,
Right. Yeah, because they
because
usually
it's
use
not
AI in
marked.
posters all the
It's not
time.
marked
Yeah,
or categorized as an AI, you know?
sure. And I
And
feel
I
like
think,
that's always been a thing. There's always been a little bit of AI with the posters, like the photos and stuff. Like they do that with people's faces and like bodies all the
yeah,
time in like the poster shots. And we're like,
yeah,
why
but
do you need to
mostly
tweak
that
that?
was only the posters and the show was, let's
Right,
say,
right.
real. But now
Yeah.
if it's not a fruit, you cannot see it if it's a whole vertical made out of AI or not. And I think
Yeah, it's
that's a
scary.
bit the shit thing actually, because for the audience, you have to turn it on to see
Hmm.
and watch maybe one or two episodes to see
Yeah.
and
It's kind of
recognize,
scary.
oh, the lip sync doesn't fit. Okay, it's AI. But then
Right. And the
it's already,
emotions aren't there. Like the
yeah,
emotions like of AI aren't truly human. And that's when
yeah.
you're like, that's not real, you know?
And I think the problem is because we have to click on it, it's counted as a view. You know what I mean? So the
And
numbers are
unbelievable.
created without that we as the audience want it. Because I
Exactly.
know from so many people that they are avoiding this AI stuff, but sometimes you cannot see it right from the beginning, so you have to tune in. And then
Exactly.
when you
Yeah.
have to tune in, you feel immediately a bit guilty because when you recognize, oh, dang shit, it's an AI one, you switch it
Yeah.
off. But I'm sure that some of these companies say, yeah, we have this click numbers, although at least 2 episodes or what else were maximum watched. So,
Sure. Yeah. I think it's just, yeah,
problem.
it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, exactly. It's hard because you technically you clicked it, you watched it, and now they're printing money. But it like it's just I feel like it's just I guess it's on us, like everyone in this space that are human, to keep talking about it and make it a point to try to, as much as we can to end this. And what I've heard from the grapevine, like I hear they don't do as well. And there's platforms that have gone, quote unquote, oh, we've gone completely AI as, Flare Flow. They've said it out loud. People, and they brag
Also,
about how
eye
everyone go, oh,
drama.
we're going full AI. And then they're like, oh, and then they come back and, oh, actually, no, we're starting to hire humans. And we're like, oh, we wonder why. Probably
Ah,
because those shit projects aren't doing very well. Like, of course you're gonna have to come back. It's gonna come around. That's the thing. Like everyone just, I feel like we just gotta stay
I mean,
positive
what
because
I
like
can tell
everything
you,
in this industry comes in waves, so it's gonna come
yeah,
back
yeah,
around. It's just a
that's for
matter of
sure.
time.
So what
Yeah.
I can tell you from the audience side, I talk to a lot of people from the audience, and I get a lot on information about that. A lot of them avoid them or try to avoid them, but as I said, sometimes you have to check in to see
Sure.
it. But as you said, so many people are saying, hey, listen, I want to have really real body language, the real feelings in these love stories and stuff. And let's be honest, because let's say the first minimum 2.5 years were only real actors in it, everyone has a bit of favorite genre, favorite actor, actresses and stuff.
Sure.
So I'm sure that this, let's call it fan base, will show the companies that that doesn't work in a long time period.
Right.
In my opinion, it will minimum last till the end of the year,
Yeah.
till the big industry. As you said, there was the one with the broccoli and fruits. I think it was another try of them, if that
Yeah.
would attract
It's
more, you know what I
ridiculous.
mean? So
Sure.
I think they are trying now what type of AI possibly would work. But I
Yeah.
don't know if you had seen it, but recently there were nearly porn vertical mates
Oh yeah.
out of AI.
It's ridiculous. And then not yeah, even with that stuff like being AI, I mean they're trying I don't know how they get away with that shit, but even that's what I was talking about earlier was like the content of the scripts, even when humans are in it, it's like the amount of the sexual content they want is just drives me insane. Like the simulate like every when we go on like breakdowns on Actors Access and or casting websites where we can submit for jobs or submit our self tapes. The amount, and that's something I've noticed that's changed from when I started to this year, is when you go to like the synopsis or go to your character and read the breakdown, the amount of time I see more times than not in the breakdown, it's saying actor must be okay with simulated sex. Like I see that night and day
What
more
was
than
it
I have in the
earlier?
past 2 years.
What was it before? Just because some intimacy, or how was it declared, let's say 2 years ago?
It'd be like it almost like it wouldn't even talk about it as much. Like it wouldn't in the breakdown say like yeah, it would say like, hey, must be comfortable with intimacy, like light kissing or
Okay.
say it's like yeah, it would be like it just say like light
Or
intimacy
the
or something like that.
shower
And
scenes or stuff.
sure,
Yeah.
sure. But like in it was great because like we didn't have to worry about it because it wasn't trying to be porn like and now I feel like that's where they're going is they're
It's
tiptoeing so much on that line, that fine line of like this is like explicit content
yeah.
and I don't know and they're getting
And
away
they
with
are
it
doing
and
so many advertisings on Instagram about that.
because they want the
Hardcore
first episode to
sex
be they
scenes.
want the first episode to be the sexiest steamiest one and that's what they're going to blast out and like you just got to be careful with it and I just try to be with times like now where I'm not working, like I can't unfortunately be as selective. I got to be like,
Yeah.
I got to take a job, but I still like there's some jobs I just won't do, like depending on the intimacy and explicit content. Because I'm like, I don't want this blasted out on social media where you open up Instagram and whoa, holy shit, there's Jake having
Yeah,
sex
it's
with
it's
someone.
it's
It's like
just in the
it's
advertisings.
crazy.
So
Sure.
what do you think why this happened over the last year?
I don't know, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like I ask myself that every day. I'm like, what happened and what's going on? Why the talking? Um, I don't know. Yeah, I wish I knew because I'm not for sure how to answer that question. Like I don't know what happened that made that stuff all of a sudden go up, and then the normal romantic content that I thought everyone loved and why everyone got into these things went
Yeah.
down. So it's a great
No,
question. I
but
wish I
and
knew.
I don't understand that all the European shootings are not like that. Why can we produce in Europe? Or the platforms like My Drama, Viglu, Drama
Mhm.
Pops, Candy Jar.
Sure.
they sure have some intimacy scenes and stuff in
Of
it.
course, they all do, but it doesn't have to be what it is all the time a
But
year.
why can't they do it and are also successful? And the other platforms are
Sure.
telling us we need the shock value, we need the, it was the
Don't need
same
that.
as I
It is
said.
nothing. They say that all the time. They say
Yeah,
it's essential to the story, and you're like, no, it's not.
no, because when I
Anyone,
started watching
anyone with
verticals,
anyone with a normal a brain can understand that reading this script or reading anything or just watching it, this was not needed
yeah,
ever. Like this was did no impact to the story whatsoever, and that's what they
yeah,
do.
there
Like,
are
oh,
so many
that's what they do
slobs
to us on set.
which are
They
totally
try to like pressure
useless.
us on set and say, "Oh no, you have to do. You have to do." No, I'm like, no, we don't. It has
I
nothing
had
to
a
do with the
few
story.
discussions when I say to people, listen, I started watching verticals in 2023. I watched now nearly 2,000 verticals. So I saw the change of this industry.
Sure.
And no one can tell me that this type of shock value is needed, because when I
Yes,
started
thank you.
watching verticals, the first show I saw was on Real Short, The Double Life of My Billionaire Husband, with Jared Harper, Molly Anderson, stuff. And
Yeah.
the second one was Breaking the Ice with Nicole Maddox, Seth
And
Adin.
Seth, yeah.
In these stories, you didn't see any kidnapping, any raping, not 5 million slapping, no miscarriaging, whatever. And the
Missed that.
show did
Miscarriage.
so well without all
Yeah.
this shit. So if someone comes to me and say, yeah, we need the shock
Thank you.
view for the viewers, I say, no, you don't, because I saw all the stories in 2024
Yeah.
which did so well without even 10% of this violence
Sure. You know,
that
think
is
about it. Breaking
lately.
the Ice is still one of the most viewed, like,
Because, as you said, it's so smooth, rom-com-y to watch.
yeah. Why? Yeah. If that was so great, then why did they change? Like, what?
That's the reason I
Usually, if
don't get
things are
it at the
going, usually
moment.
if people don't break, the saying, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Then why would you fix it? Or why, if that like blueprint was not broken, why change it?
Yeah, and they are recycling so often, so shit storylines. Why can't they recycle that one?
That's what
I
I'm
don't
trying
get
to
it.
say. I wish I knew, if golly, yeah.
I was a bit hoping now. Have you seen the pirate verticals who dropped lately?
I've seen like posters of them, but haven't seen the
You
actual
have
like
to watch
content.
it. They
Yeah,
really, yeah, because that's
good,
completely new stuff. And the fun
cool.
part, let me tell you, there are 2 pirate verticals. One was shot in Vancouver, published on Candy Jar, beneath Crimson Sails. And I recorded with the cast. And you know what? In this whole vertical, and it's a pirate vertical, is just one slap in the whole vertical in the first
And
10
it's pirate, yeah.
seconds in the first episodes, because there is a pirate harassing the bar lady and she slaps him. And that's the whole slap
And that's it.
in this, and that's it. No more slap
go.
in this whole vertical. And
There you
it's a
go.
pirate
And it's a
one.
pirate
That would
vertical, which
make
you would think would be
kidnapping and
very
raping
like,
more sense. But
yes.
no. And the other
See, if they
pirate
didn't
one,
have to do it, no one else has to do
exactly.
it. Ever.
And the
It's
other
like,
pirate one who was shot in LA with Nick Ritacco and Emma
yeah,
Reinagel,
Emma,
that
yeah.
dropped on My Drama. And you have to watch it because it has such a cinematic style. It was shot so well. Dylan Vox did a fantastic job in it.
Oh,
They had
I
a
love
big
that guy. He's
pirate
great.
ship. They shot a whole day out on sea.
Yeah, in Long Beach, I
This
think. Yeah, in
vertical
San
was
Pedro
so
or something. That's cool.
fascinating because of all the locations outside on sea.
Yeah.
They had a really great dungeon. They had a castle.
That's
It was
cool.
so cinematically shot, and post-production did a very well job. And I recorded with Dylan and said, Dylan, how could you make this looking such cinematically when
Sure.
all the other people are whining about the budget? And he said, yeah, you have to do it right. If you want to, you can do it right. It took a bit longer in preparation to get the ship and stuff, but it's possible to do it. If you have a good story and you have a good and the wardrobe was so good, the costumes.
Yeah,
And
that's cool. That's huge. That's
oh,
huge. Yeah, it
and a
has
lot
on
of
something like
sword
that. It has to
fights,
be.
sword
That's cool.
fights and stuff. So it was totally new. And I'm sure that attracted also a new type of audience, male ones, because that was not the classically vertical tropes,
Yeah,
but it was so good. And
that's so great. I
I
wish people would
hope
take more risks on original stories
exactly,
and
but
like because they
only
do hit.
smaller platforms do it.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like because they don't have much. That's like they don't have, maybe they don't have as much to lose. I don't know, but yeah, these more like more the
Come
major
on, the big
platforms,
platforms have
the
so
big ones.
much money.
Bullshit.
What do
Yeah,
they
there's
have to
so much.
lose? Is
It's
one
a
show
billion
or
dollar
two shows
industry.
doesn't
Yeah,
fill.
yeah, yeah. It's become the $1 billion industry or whatever it is now, and they still can't pay or they still can't do this to make the quality or the content better. That's
We see
come on.
another,
We all
also
know,
the
we all
drama
know
pop
that's
shows.
shit.
The drama pop
Yeah.
shows shot in Turkey. They are every time such a good quality,
Sure.
fantastic quality. And I asked Danny Farber, who directed a few in Turkey for drama
Hmm.
pops. I asked him why is it possible to get such quality shows out of it in Europe and not in the US sometimes?
Hmm.
And he said, yeah, the thing is, in Turkey, you get more crew for the same budget.
Hmm.
So you have more people
Oh,
who can
interesting.
watch over details and
That's
and you
great.
see that. Do you see that so good in every
That's very
vertical?
interesting. Yeah, but I've been curious to know why that is, and that's a good point.
And
Get more
candy
crew,
jar
better.
shows are functioning so well, I can tell you, because every story there is based on a book.
Mm. Hmm.
You won't
Yeah,
find there
yeah,
banquet scenes. You
people are
won't
trying to
find,
do that.
yeah.
Yeah, I know other like Real Short was trying to do they've been doing that too with this book series, but then they go completely off of what it actually is and adding all this bull crap that's not
Yeah,
needed, and it's like you're not doing it. You're doing
yeah.
you're adding the shit content you need. And it's like that's not what the book was then. Like you're adding stuff that was not even in the book or
Yeah,
like
then you are not,
changing how
then you
like yeah,
cannot
it's
say, yeah,
interesting.
what we do, it's based on this book. No,
This is
it's
based off the
not.
book. Yeah, it'll say that in the breakdown. You're like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It may be. The original idea may be, but you guys aren't going to make it like that. You're going to go off the
No, and
what it's
that's
supposed
why
to
I,
be.
for example, like really Candy Jar, because
Hmm.
you can be assured no banquet
Yeah,
scenes,
I've
no
never
5
worked. I
million
never.
slappings,
Yeah, I haven't
nothing.
gotten to work for Candy Jar yet, but their stuff looks so good. Like it's shot
It's
so well and it
German
looks so
based,
nice.
it's a
I've been
German,
dying to work for them, and I just have never gotten the chance. So
it's a German
hopefully,
influence take.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Everywhere
Yeah,
where the
I hope I can
European
get some.
influence is in the verticals,
Hmm.
I don't want to sound snobbish, but it is. Everywhere where this European influence is in, if it's a platform or the production or the shooting location, doesn't matter. You see it
Hmm.
every time you watch a vertical with a European influence that it's
Hmm.
so much better.
Good. Yeah.
So if you ever can
America
shoot for
take
Candy
notes.
Jar, do it. Drama
Yeah,
Pop's
I hope
Candy
so.
Jar, my
Fingers
drama,
crossed.
Jake.
Yeah.
These are
Yeah.
actually, because I know from a lot of audience people that they are not having a real short subscription anymore, for example. Most of the people who enter the space as an audience are ending up on real short because real short's marketing team is doing a very good job
Sure.
and with all the advertisings and stuff. And mostly real short canceled the monthly subscription. There is only 2 options left, to do a weekly subscription or a yearly subscription. And most of the audience start with the yearly subscription. And after a year, they start to realize, there are so many other platforms with so many other contents.
Right.
Although Real Short is putting out, let's say, 6-7 shows per week,
Hmm.
it's a good quantity, but the quality
Yeah.
is
quantity over quality.
So
I
what's your
don't like
plan
that.
B at the moment? Do you have a plan B?
I need to. It's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have one because I mean, I've obviously like I'm confident in this as well, and I do. But obviously, with times being so bad, it's like at a certain point you have to. You gotta be realistic and figure out what the next move is, or how to, if I want to continue doing this, like how to make change, or how to do my own do my own content or anything, and write my own stuff or
Uh,
do different things. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm trying to figure that out at the moment. It's just gotten so bad that that's kind of been the next step, is figuring out what to do next.
is it also so bad in the horizontal stuff and the commercial shooting and
Um,
stuff like that? Or
I mean,
you
I
did
think it's,
modeling earlier, right?
yeah, I mean, but once
What
I started
about
doing
that?
verticals, I really just didn't, I haven't done a print job in years.
Okay,
It'd be great to get back into it. I don't have representation for print anymore,
okay.
but it would be still nice to get into. It'd just be something I need to like reach out to what contacts and see what's
Yeah.
going on with that. But it seems like that stuff's still pretty slow too. Um, the industry as a whole is just Hollywood's dying right now. So hopefully we can keep it afloat. But that's the thing, like we were talking about earlier, is like everything, it will come back around, and there'll be a time where I think people are gonna get busy again and things are gonna look great. But it's just so you just gotta ride the waves, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's
Fortunately, unfortunately.
if you need money every month, it's hard.
That's when that's the problem, is like, life can be great, but when it starts to affect like being able to pay bills and rent, you're like, I don't know what to do, you start to kind of freak out. So
Haven't you gotten a billionaire yet in your real life by doing verticals? No?
have I got I sure wish. I wish I was a billionaire.
No, maybe. You've played
I
so
wouldn't be
many
stressed if I
billionaires,
was a
maybe
billionaire. If I was
maybe
a
the
real life
bank
billionaire.
account of one of them stayed. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I wish. I wish.
No? Okay.
No.
How many verticals have you done so far?
35
Okay.
since 24, yeah.
The big question I'm always asking actors is how many
hmm
proposals and how many towel drops in it.
I feel like I've done more proposals than I have talent drops. I really haven't done like a ton. I maybe can count on one and a half the other hand
Really?
of towel drops, but I feel like proposals almost every one of
Because
them. Like
that
there's
was
got,
also a trend for a while.
yeah,
Every time
and
you
now
saw a
that's
bathroom scene,
the camera's underneath and it's just whoop, yeah.
yeah,
I've definitely done a few, but I feel like it's not as popular for me. It wasn't as popular for me as it was the proposals.
there are
So I've
proposals
done
nearly
those
in
all the
every
time. The
vertical.
amount of times I've been married is pretty insane. I've been married a lot.
Maybe in every vertical,
Yeah, the
roundabout.
contract marriages.
Yeah,
More
contract marriage
contract marriages than
proposal.
actual proposals. Yeah, more contracts than actual proposals.
That's also
So
some silly stuff. I mean, it was nice to see that in the beginning, but it got
sure.
so overused, you know?
Yeah, it's just
I'm
it's kind of
still
more of a
waiting
joke at this
for a
point.
vertical where is no billionaire, where is maybe a
Mm,
color worker or stuff like that.
sure. Yeah, why not?
More the down to
Because they
earth
do.
stories.
Yeah, they do that. They're like they pretend he's like s- a low class whatever, and then they're like, oh, he's a secret billionaire. I
Always
don't
a
like that's when
billionaire.
the ones with the homeless. I'm like, what? He's a homeless man, but he's actually a secret billionaire. I'm like,
Yeah. What was
why?
the what was the best role you've done so far? What did you like most? The mafia
I think
one?
one that was I would say that'd be one of them, but I think my favorite type of role that I got to do was the body swap one because it was more comedy. It was just fun. It was the first. I feel like it was the first time and the only time I've gotten to really play and like have fun with the character.
Yeah.
Because it was comedy and I got to have fun with it. It wasn't all the other ones I've done. I feel like have been very just like have to be by the book, exactly what the client wants, and you don't get a lot of freedom of your character, which is not how this works, I feel like usually. So it's just interesting that we have to, we as actors don't really get to play a lot in these verticals. We have to, you know, go by the book and go by exactly what they want, and we don't get the freedom to explore other choices, you know. And
Huh?
that's a frustrating thing, but it is what it is, you know. That's I'm not, yeah, it's not, I'm not trying to complain about it. It's just like it
Not
is
no,
interesting.
but we have to talk about it. I mean, I think everyone who's not that kind of dumb knows that there are always some sunshine sides and darker
Yeah,
sides in the
of
industry. It's
course.
it's in every job the
Always.
same. You know what I mean? It's not depending
Always, yeah.
that it's about film industry. It's also in all of the other branches or jobs you can do. You have also mostly some bad times or better times, or I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm just, that's why I try to just stay confident, stay positive that things will come around and it'll be sunshine and rainbows again, hopefully soon. But yeah,
You know,
there's
you
always droughts
have
and
to get
things.
rain until so that you can see later the rainbow.
Yeah,
Otherwise, there is no rainbow without rain. So,
exactly.
how do you try or how do you stay positive? Are you the patient type, or is it
Some days are
hard
better than
actually to
others.
wait?
It's hard. It is. It's really tough. Because when it comes to like, you know, money, that's when it's like you're kind of on a time crunch when, you know, it comes with bills or paying rent and stuff like that. That's when
Yeah.
it gets stressful. But I am patient to an extent. You know, sometimes some days are better than others, but yeah, I think it's more just trying to stay positive and trying to stay, you know, keep the confidence about, you know, it will change. You know, things will change and there'll be those ups again, hopefully here soon. So I guess just trying to stay positive. But yes, I'm not the most patient person, but in this industry, I've learned, you know, I've been here in LA for almost a decade, and you know, yeah, you have to have patience, or it's gonna eat you alive.
What do you do to distract you a bit in waiting?
I'm a bit of a like I'm a squirrely person, so I like to move. I just got to keep moving. I just got to do stuff throughout the day, like whether it's a task of any sort of just I just keep it moving. Like once I like if I sit down, I'm like if I start to think too much about my mind just goes crazy. My mind wanders. It's like, oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. I don't have this. I don't have that. It's like, oh, the industry, and I just got to keep moving. The daily, just like, keep doing things.
So you're
That's how I
going
stay
more to the
active.
gym or going,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, yeah,
know,
oh yeah. Yeah,
jogging
stay
every
active.
morning now? Did you create a kind of
I
new
walk around. You
routine?
know, I like to walk around the town or whatever. Yeah, I gotta. So yeah, I go to the gym often too, because it's like just to keep active and stay in
Yeah,
shape.
that's
Because
what
I
I'm
don't also
asking.
don't want to like lose it too. Yeah, it's like because I got to stay ready for when the opportunities do come back
Yeah, yeah.
more frequently. So still got to do the things you got to do.
Okay, so if I could grant you one wish now, what would be a dream role for you in the vertical?
Uh, Sports. I still haven't done a sport one related one. You
What
know, like
what type
football
of
or.
sport?
I wish they would make a lacrosse one. I think they did one, but I
Who
would like to be
told
a
me
part
that
of a lacrosse.
also? Was I spoke
Nick
with
wasn't it Kiki? Have you spoken with him
I
before?
haven't
He played
recorded with Kiki,
lacrosse.
but I know that he's playing lacrosse, but told me
Yeah, he
that
was a lacrosse
also?
guy. Oh, someone else did. Oh, interesting. I
You've now
don't
the
think it's very popular, but
third, yeah, here in Germany, not.
yeah,
But
yeah. But it's
I
pretty
don't know who.
popular in the US, but not as popular, obviously, as like football and soccer and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
But
soccer actually, because of the World Cup, hello, it's super
mhm.
popular.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Here in Germany, soccer is always popular.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We are the soccer nation and lost yesterday. Yeah,
Who they lose to? Who they play yesterday?
Ecuador.
Mm. I haven't been. I unfortunately have not been
Such a
keeping up with the
bad
World Cup too
game.
much.
Such a
Really?
bad.
Are you a big soccer fan?
I'm. Listen, because my parents were told that I'm a boy.
Mm.
They didn't prepare for another girl.
Okay.
I have an older sister, 2 years old.
Hmm.
And when my parent got told, yeah, you get a boy, my dad was over the moon. Yeah, okay, we can do this and that, blah, blah, blah. So, and then I was born, and the dog said to my dad, congratulations to your daughter. And my dad said, that's not possible. I will get a boy.
That is possible.
And then, you know, I was still connected with my mom, and the dog said, "But that's your wife." And my dad said, "Yeah. So I've really a girl? Dang shit." My parents didn't even have a girl's name.
Oh, they remember. Yeah, they know. They
So
probably
my
bought a bunch
grandmother
of
was at the same hospital at the same time. So my dad ran over to her and asked her, "Yeah, we have another girl. What should we name her?" And my dad swore on this day to my mom that I won't do any princess girly shitty stuff because he was not prepared for that. So I was
I
raised
didn't sign up for this.
playing soccer. I played soccer
Oh, wow,
for
nice.
nearly 16 years in my life before I
Wow.
changed to basketball.
Sure.
And to be honest, I love it to go with my dad in the stadium to watch soccer games.
That's cool. I've heard
It's
like
a
those are,
daughter-daddy thing. My sister
yeah,
doesn't care at all, but
that's
I
cool to say.
love it. Doing
That's
that with
awesome.
my dad, it's so great.
I've never been to a soccer game, I think, or a soccer match. And I think that would be so cool. I've heard over there, obviously in Europe, it is
In Europe or
insane.
in Germany,
Like,
it's crazy. It's
I couldn't
so
imagine.
crazy. You
That'd
see
be
all
so
the
fun.
now at this World Cup, when you see, haven't you seen on Instagram videos from the Tartan army, the Scottish fans, the Norway fans, the Dutch fans, all
Yeah.
the European fans are going crazy in the US,
Yeah.
and the people are saying, "What are they? What are they doing?" And that's the reason, for
Yeah.
example, why I think 4 or 5 times in the year, American football comes over to Germany for some
Yeah.
league games.
Yeah.
And there, the atmosphere in the stadium is crazy. It's so
I bet that's so cool. Yeah, I forget about that. The NFL goes and plays over in Europe a few times a year. That's so cool.
Yeah, I saw last year they were in Munich, and it
Mhm.
was shown in TV. And you know, the Munich stadium, it's so big, and it was
Really?
sold out and full.
Oh, I
And it
bet.
was my neighbor was there because he plays also football. And he said, "Michaela, it was so loud, but so great. And all the NFL players were so fascinated from the
Oh, that's
atmosphere
so
in the
cool.
stadium."
Yeah,
And
that's
I think
awesome.
that's why they come back this year to do
Yeah,
after a
good.
few
I hope they
years.
keep doing that. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, we Europeans are sometimes a bit, let's say, different. No,
I love
but
it.
you know, the European some of the Europeans. Okay, here in Germany, sometimes we need. I think that's the reason why they started recently shooting verticals, and not, let's say, 2 years ago. The Germans need always a bit safety. You know,
Mm,
they want to watch it and
sure,
oversee how much risk is and blah blah blah,
sure.
and then they are joining it.
Yeah, there you go.
Sometimes that's not so good because in some things that means they are too late, you know?
Hmm.
But the first vertical I saw, it's not officially published yet. It's a German spoken one, but the quality
Oh,
is
okay.
really good because the thing is, when German people start something like that, they oversaw it for such a long time and know exactly where to fit. And that's a very, very big plus because they are not throwing something out that something is out, you know?
Sure.
And
It's my original idea.
yeah, so I think that's this intercultural difference that the Europeans are a bit more interested in the quality also.
Sure. Quality over quantity. Yeah.
And I think because it's possible to produce such a good quality, not more expensive like they can produce the quantity in the US, I'm hoping that that's the thing that will win till the end of the year. That the people are
Yeah.
saying, okay, because I read, you know, I'm a study business informatics. I'm connected to AI a lot because with my students at the university, AI is a big thing we are talking about.
Sure.
And the most thing that people totally get wrong in this AI stuff is if you are asking people, why do you AI, also in verticals, for example, they are saying, yeah, it's much more cheaper. No, it's not.
Yeah.
In the
I think they're
end, it's
starting to
not
realize that. I
cheaper.
think that's what they thought. I think that's why they started doing that with like full AI verticals,
Yeah.
is they think that, oh, it's cheaper. That's why they know, fuck the human actors. Like, we'll do this because we can make so much more money and make it less, for
You
less. And it's no, it's more expensive. It's gonna be more expensive here pretty soon. I think they're realizing that too. It's like it
Because
wasn't as
when
cheap
you
as they
think
thought it would
about
be.
it, you have what's the average? 7 shooting days? 8 actually?
Yeah, I'd say 7, 8, 10,
And
and really
seven,
at the
eight
most.
days, you cannot generate a full AI vertical.
Yeah,
You cannot do it.
yeah,
Okay, one thing is you don't have to be somewhere physically at one place with so
sure.
many people. That's fine.
Yeah,
But
location costs may be down.
yeah,
Sure.
but you need more technique,
Hmm.
special technique, more
Sure.
than all the cameras or a bit of post-production stuff. So it's the same with when people are telling, yeah, it's so much easier. No, it's not. Because
Yeah.
when you see one of these AI verticals, actually, the AI is not well trained for this at the moment.
Yeah.
So the quality is so bad.
Yeah.
The lip syncs don't fit, and
The emotions. Yeah.
sometimes it looks really like a comic.
The dog is so funny. He wants to play so bad.
No, I can tell you what he wants. He's
Can ball.
hungry.
Ball. Oh, he's hungry. He wants some
Hungry.
food. It's breakfast or it's dinner time for him.
Dinner time, huh?
That's so funny. I saw him. It was so funny, like, because he was in the background over in that bed, just flopping around. I was like, he's ready to do something. That's
He's
funny.
15 month old. So
Oh, he's a puppy.
no, let's say a puberty teenager.
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. I feel like
A
he's just
puberty teenager.
angsty.
Yeah. So what do you think what will happen till the end of the year, or what you hope will happen
I hope
realistically?
that, yeah, I mean, I hope, I don't know. I hope that more jobs come about, and I just hope that, I just wish the originality would come out more. I hope my goal or my hope for, for the future of this stuff is just more original scripts. Stop, redoing the same vertical, the same idea, the same tropes all the time. And like let's brighten up the content a little bit. Let's make it what it used to be, like what we were talking about earlier, the fact that like why so many people got into these, because they were romantic, they were cutesy, and like
Oh yes.
they helped people escape from, like if they're going through bad times in their lives. Like I've had so many people reach out and say like, thank you for this. It's like I watch these when like, I'm feeling down or whatever. And like no one wants to watch the shit that they produce right now if
You
you're
need the
feeling
shock
down, because it's
value.
nothing. Yeah. You think that will make anyone, whoever's happy from that, that scares me. Like
I don't get
I don't
this.
trust it. Like if that makes you like woohoo, like that brings you joy, then I'm gonna
Maybe
stay away from you. I'm
maybe
just
some
I
of the
just like,
people feel better when they can see that others' life are worse than theirs. I
yeah,
don't know.
I guess. But if anyone gets, happiness from a miscarriage, then you got some things you need to figure out,
You have to go somewhere
That's
and let
that
check
stuff
up.
bothers me. Yeah. Beyond, I mean, saying it bothers me is an understatement, but it's just it's mind blowing. It's mind numbing is what it is. Just fucking crazy. So that's my hope. I hope, the
Do
originality
you think
continues. I
there is a
hope.
chance? I mean, recently it started that a lot of verticals also get released on TikTok for free in total. Do you see there something, let's say, more possibilities maybe?
Are you saying, are there more chances for them to be shown on TikTok? Is that what
I,
you're saying?
no, I mean, there were, I don't know how many shows dropped on TikTok. For the audience,
hmm
that's great because it's totally for free.
Right.
So, do you think there is maybe a new chance for new verticals upcoming?
I would hope so. That's what I hope is that, there more platforms are with more original ideas or just like, yeah, I feel like more platforms and more jobs opportunities too. So, but I just want the script. I just hope the content, can
So you
get a
have
little bit
to
better.
maybe you have to start writing, Jake.
Yeah. Yeah. Content's king. My roommate, my buddy, Zach, we're kind of currently in
Mm,
the mix or in the
you
process
mean
of writing
Zach
one
Wrist,
actually.
right?
So, yeah,
Okay.
we're in the process right now. We're like early stages of writing one. So, we will see what happens.
I can give you an advice for a book I bought.
Oh, that's cool. Whoa, that's
I
awesome. I had a
spoke
many
with
book
her 2 days
series.
ago. She
Really?
she's very
Yeah.
successful in writing vertical
I'm gonna
scripts.
screenshot that real quick so I can see that.
It's really good.
Awesome. Sweet.
It's really
Yeah, that's
good.
all. I've never even seen that. That's cool. I need to
You get
check
it
that
on
out. Both of
Amazon.
us, Zach and I both need to read that. Yeah.
It's
That's
really
awesome.
good. It's there are vertical scripts are totally great broken up and how to
Yeah,
do a good cliffhanger and
that's great. Yeah, we
it's a
need
really
to
good book.
buy that book ASAP. Yeah, thank you for showing me
I
that.
spoke with Isabel 2 days ago, 3 days ago,
Oh,
and
cool.
she wrote some really great script who already got produced in the verticals.
Nice.
Just
Yeah, well,
a small ad,
yeah, we'll check it
unpaid
out.
ad because
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
this book.
Shout out Isabel. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, well, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I told Isabel 2 days ago that I love her. She spoke also about the writing crisis that some platforms are not willing to pay more than $2,000 for a vertical script anymore.
Oh
So
my
that's
God,
that was very
that's
that's why
wild.
I told you I
What
love
what
to
they used
talk.
to pay, I wonder. Yeah.
2000, and I asked her 2000 script, how long do you have to work on a script? And she said, yeah, mostly you can do in 1 month one script. And the people
Wow, but
think that maybe a mom with 2 kids can survive for $2,000.
that's awful.
That's also
Well,
a
some
problem,
actors are
actually.
making almost that a day on these
Yeah, yeah,
verticals. Like there's some of these people, some of the actors' rates are like that high.
yeah,
A day, not in a
yeah,
month, a
yeah.
day. So they're
And
making,
and she
$20
told
thousand
me that
dollars.
she's now luckily in the position to decline stuff like that because her
Good.
scripts went so well that she
Good.
can rate a bit higher.
She can be a little more
But
picky,
she said sometimes the companies are so rude and
I couldn't
don't.
imagine.
Yeah, so that's
So
why.
awful.
Yeah, I have
Well,
one
shout out Isabel.
question. Yeah,
Okay.
shout out. Isabel talked
Cool.
about. That's why I love
That's
to talk
great.
about this
Yeah.
open and
That's
honest. I
amazing. I need
mean,
to check out
these
her
are
book.
facts. We are not telling lies. These are facts,
Yeah,
you know.
sure.
So
Sure.
I think they should have been open, honest, communicated to everyone who thinks this is a
Absolutely.
sugarcoating happy life industry. No, it's not.
100%. There are some great times, but there are also some shit
Yeah.
times. That's just the fact of the matter.
I have one question before I will ask you the 5 question quickie I'm asking always at
Cool.
the end of every episode. Because of this current situation and all the things that are going on, have you lost a bit of your, let's say, enthusiasm for verticals because of that?
I'd say honestly a little bit. I mean, I think just because of, when you're down, you see a little bit more of the not as positive sides of or positive sides of things. But when I think about like what it's done for me and what, the opportunities it's given me, at a time, some financial freedom it gave me at a certain point, like it's hard for me not to stay positive because without verticals and not without starting them, I don't know where I'd be, honestly. They
Mm.
saved my ass. So I'm like, as much as I like,
In a
I can find myself
conflict now?
sure. If I'm in, I find myself in a conflict right now, and that's it. But again, it's just how the industry works. It's an TV commercial verticals. It's all the same, like when there's droughts. But what keeps me going is the fact that it did save my ass at a point in life. And
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for them, and as much as I want to talk shit sometimes about them and like how annoying they can be, I'm still extremely grateful. So
Yeah, and
just
as
gotta
I said,
stay
I'm
positive.
sure that it's kind of a theme for the next 3, 4, 5 months until they are
Sure, it
realizing,
of course
okay,
it's yeah, it's not going to change overnight. So I think it's just, but it's good to like what we're doing, what other people are doing on like either podcasts or is people talking about how this is a problem and like hopefully hoping that change can be made.
yeah, and I think the hope is that there are still dropping new platforms.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, there are now more than 300 platforms on the market. And I'm
Wow,
sure that
yeah,
not
it's
every
crazy.
platform will hop on the AI train, you know what I mean?
Sure,
So
I mean,
there is
yeah,
still platforms who will, let's say, go the old way, the classic way, because they are
sure,
successful with the classic way.
right.
And we have a lot of, that's always the problem in the industry. It doesn't matter if it's film industry or other branch. Some people can't get enough money.
Right,
They
right.
want more and more and more and more, although they are
Exactly.
sitting
Agreed.
on a big mountain of billions already.
Right, right. They're sending a gold mine and they want more.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that's the thing. But
talk
it's
about, yeah.
but it's not only in the film industry. It's in so
It's in life in general. Like everyone wants more. That's a very human,
yeah.
thing to want. More money, more this, more this. We're greedy people. We're greedy species.
Yeah, and they
So
want to be always better than the others and
sure.
always richer and
Yeah,
always, yeah.
it is what it is. Yeah.
No, I mean, the second half of the year is starting now. So I'm sure, as I said, I'm sure there will be more shootings in Europe also.
Yeah.
I I don't know if you see sometimes the casting calls for Europe also.
I don't honestly see
Okay,
as
then
many,
I will
but
forward
there's certain,
because I
yeah, there's
forward
certain websites that I
mostly
think.
I
Yeah.
forward I forward mostly the casting calls I see from Europe. And I also my dog is watching himself in the mirror and barking at himself. Are
This
you
is so
stupid?
funny.
No, what I did or actually doing is not finished yet. As I said, I'm a study business informatics lady. I programmed a database where I will send out an email to everyone who joined me in the podcast and ask them,
Hmm.
should I put you in this database just with your short informations?
Cool. Yeah.
Because I did some acting stuff here in Germany too. I'm in connection with some production companies and stuff.
Nice.
And the main problem, in my opinion, actually is for also the people here in Europe. We don't know. If you don't watch verticals, you don't know who is in this vertical industry, you know?
Right.
So that was the reason why I wanted to start a database so that production companies can come to me and say, listen, Michaela, we want to start or try or whatever this vertical stuff. We need a vertical experienced actress or actor with brown hairs this tall.
Yeah.
Who do you have in your list? Who can we contact?
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. That's
So
great.
I will collect all the people from US and wherever, Canada, what else,
Cool.
who are willing and who are able to shoot in Europe. Some of you
Yeah.
cannot go outside the country because of the green card issues or visa
Oh,
issues or
right,
stuff.
right, right.
So I will, when I'm finished with the database, it's not a database who everyone can check. They have to contact me. So I
Gotcha.
will
Oh, very
keep
cool.
all the data because of the safety and security.
Sure,
I will
that's
keep the
awesome.
data so that the people, as I said, they have to contact me and say, listen, I need this and that for an actor, actress, whatever. Can you check your database? Who you can advise to me for this role? And in this database, there is then a contact email address of yours or your manager or what else, what you want to give me,
Cool.
so
Yeah.
that I can print them a sheet with a headshot of yours, a portrait, your, let's say, standard informations about height. I spoke with Nick Ritako, what is normally for
Hmm.
interests for production
Yeah.
companies. And so that I can do a database and give them advices for vertical experienced actors, because for the European people, if you are not into verticals right now, it's totally hard to find out where you can find vertical experienced actors, because we all know the most problems on verticals themselves is there are no credits, so you cannot get any type of name or stuff. So for them here, it's very hard to find out who maybe would fit, or where maybe a great possibility of actor is sitting somewhere in the US who would fit into this role. And two of the castings company, one of them casting for Europe, I'm in contact with them always, and they're always asking me, do you know someone maybe who fits? Yeah.
That's
and then
awesome.
I will forward the casting calls. That's why I'm asking.
Cool.
But I will forward it then also to you. And also I'm publishing in the stories of this podcast, mostly casting calls when I see them.
Cool.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay, Jake. 5 questions. First one is, what's your favorite dish to eat?
Sushi.
Can you make sushi?
Absolutely. I'm sorry.
Can you make sushi?
Well, I have before. Kinda, like not well.
I've never
not
tried
very well.
it.
Really? It's cool. It's fun. I love it. It's my favorite. I haven't really done a ton of sushi dishes, but like, cause it's expensive to buy fish. So, but I went fishing one time and down almost in Mexico. We were kind of in the Mexico waters, and went tuna fishing, and we got a bunch of tuna fish and
How
brought
is
it
the
back to the dock.
sushi in China, by the way? Is it better?
I didn't
or
have
worse?
any actually.
Really?
I actually did not.
You were a month in China and you
never had sushi. Actually, maybe once, but it was like, I don't think it was like that great. It was okay. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, because
that
you know,
great of a
here in
place.
Germany, you can eat Turkish food, döner kebab.
Okay.
It's very delicious kind of soul food, street food.
Yeah.
And everyone who went to Turkey for holidays and eat there a Turkish kebab, everyone is saying that wasn't good. That wasn't really good.
Yeah.
That's why I want to know if it's the same with sushi, but
Yeah.
okay.
No, I didn't think it was okay. I like the sushi better here.
Yeah, maybe sometimes it's outside the origin country better. Who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows? Second question, do you have any type of comfort movie?
Comfort movie. It used to be a show. It was just The Office. Feel like that's one of my shows. I just like throw on if I'm just
That
like,
would
I
fit
just
so
wanna,
good
like,
as a vertical.
I think it would. It's so funny. Like I got into that heavy when in college, and then it's my feel good show for sure.
Yeah, but it would fit so good as a vertical.
Yeah, it's great.
Serial one.
That'd be so fun. Yeah, that'd be a great vertical.
Yeah. And do you have type of comfort music? Or music you...
I listen to the same crap all the time. I just listen to like hip hop and rap music, honestly. That's all I listen to, so it doesn't matter. I
But
really
you don't
like, a
have any
comfort one. I
playlists to
just
get
listen to the
into
same.
character. No, because so
I don't.
many of your colleagues have kind of playlists
Really?
to get into
No,
character.
I've never done that before. I never really used music too much. I listen to music to like get into like get hype, like
Yeah.
but not
On
really
the way to
necessarily
set
for
in the
character.
car.
Exactly. That's it.
Okay.
That's really when I use music the most.
Okay. So two questions left. If I would come to you and say, Jake, I've never seen any vertical, which one of yours should I definitely have watched?
I'd say the first one would be Stop Crying, I Married Someone Better. That's a great one. And also probably the Body Swap one. Those two.
Yeah, the
That was
body
fun.
swap was... But the body swap, I saw this type of storylines, I think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, it's not
And
very
I
popular.
was so
I'm glad I got to do one, though.
disappointed that this type of storyline never was recycled. Really.
I don't know how it couldn't have been. It's such a good idea, and I had so much fun with it. I wish I could do it. I'd do it.
And I
would do
think
it
the
every
show
time.
didn't so bad. The show didn't so bad in numbers, didn't it?
I don't think. Yeah, I think it did okay. I think it did okay. It didn't. I don't think it did as well as like other tropes or other like.
Yeah, but
things,
it was
but that's
not
okay.
a totally
It wasn't like a total tank. No,
No.
I don't think so. Not that I remember. Yeah, it was fun though. I don't care. I had a great time with it.
It was fun to watch. It was really fun to watch.
It's a
wasn't
cool
it?
idea. It's like it's a very interesting idea, and I can't believe they don't do it more often, especially like for verticals.
Yeah, yeah, but because that's a type of comedy that is not depending on the culture. Because sometimes with the comedies, I'm
Hmm.
not sure if it functions in every country because of the intercultural differences and the humor
Sure.
there. But this body swap stuff, I'm sure it's great for every type of culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, last question. Which genre you want to see more on you, maybe in verticals?
For me or in general.
I don't know if you watch verticals, but what would you love to do as an
Oh,
actor
I'd
as
like to do,
genre,
yeah.
and what maybe would you be interested to see in a vertical?
Um, I'd like to do more. I'd like to do a sports one. I'd like to do more of like like an act or an action one, sports or action. I want to see more of what it used to be. Like besides, I definitely want obviously original scripts, but I wish it could go back to, how it used to be where it wasn't as scary and like you're gonna go to set and you're gonna get pressured to go do something ridiculous. I wish it would go back
No,
to the days where we were having fun with these things and there were a little less stress involved.
I don't know why, but I can see you in an old Western vertical
Oh, that's a
as a
great idea.
cowboy.
I would love to. I've totally forgot. That's like one of
Can
my
you ride a
in
horse
anything. I've done it once. Yeah. I need to learn. I gotta learn soon.
and throwing a lasso?
That'd
I
be
would love to see a
that's a dream.
classic
That's a
Western
dream.
one with
That'd be a dream.
saloon
Yeah.
ladies, with a sheriff, because there make raping and
This is it.
kidnapping totally sense for the story.
Mm-hmm. Because that was like that time of or that time in life or whatever.
Robbery
That's
and
yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
but that would be so good. And that
Yeah,
could,
that'd
in
be
my
fun.
opinion, also attract male audience to
Yeah,
watch.
definitely. Definitely.
And I would love to see also kind of murder mystery criminal
That would
cases
be cool too.
without any billionaires. Because in my
Yeah,
opinion, with
exactly.
murder
Yeah,
mysteries,
yeah.
you can hook the audience so good
That would be
in
really cool.
giving them the chance to think about who is the murderer in the end or
Yeah,
stuff.
that'd be cool. It'd be great.
Okay, I see we need our own money to do it. I spoke with Dylan Vox how much money I have to come up to him because he called himself the James Cameron of low budget. And I
That's
said to
awesome.
him,
He's so cool. I
Dylan,
love that guy. I've worked with him a few times. He's amazing.
yeah, and I
Super
said,
talented.
because he did this pirate one, with Nick and the ship, and I said, if I want to have a cinematic vertical like this one, with how many euros I have to come up that you would do a vertical for me? So I got the number, and I'm working on it.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
then we will shoot that in Europe. That's already decided, because Dylan
Nice.
wants to shoot also in Europe. So then we
Amazing.
can do
There
a
you go. Win-win.
European one.
Win for
Yeah,
everybody. That's awesome. I
maybe
gotcha.
I will find the hidden billionaire.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
If you play the next time a billionaire, transfer money from this billionaire account to your own account, okay?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why can't I have some of their money, like of his money? Like, yeah, I'd be
Yeah, when they
fine.
are
I'd be
throwing
chill.
out this money every time with, so here, 1 million.
I know. Here's $500,000 necklace. You're like, what the
So why can't,
5 million
why is
dollars?
why is it not possible to give you in private $500,000?
Yeah, like we don't get paid that much. We don't
Yeah,
get paid as much as a billionaire, but we have to play them. It's
that's
funny.
true. We will
Love it.
see. Jake, I thank you so much for your time
Of course, thank
and
you.
talking to me. And as I said, give the pirate vertical a try. I'm
Yes,
sure
I hope
it
so.
really, no, I'm sure it you like it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then hopefully at the end of the year, this AI wave is a bit gone.
Done and dusted. Yeah, hopefully.
But
Fingers crossed.
I'm saying that to everyone. Don't give up. Keep your head high. Otherwise, your chin is getting dirty, and that's not good enough.
Thank you. That's
So,
true. Gotta keep it up.
thank you so much. I wish you all the best. And what is it?
Thank you.
Friday. great weekend.
Yeah. Thank you. You too.
Bye, Jake.
Bye.
This is a wrap on this episode, and I hope you tune in again.